thank you if you're a new subscriber to the channel. I have noticed a bit of a jump in subscribers, so welcome aboard and thank you for tuning in. What have I been up to this week? So I was thinking about, when I was going to make this video, the difference between social media and YouTube. I know YouTube is supposed to be a social media site, but TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the huge difference in approaches when you're making content for these pages and these sites. TikTok is very bang, 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 bang. You know, everything's new, everything's fresh, everything. You're constantly trying to look at things to kind of grab people's attention, to watch for more than 30 seconds or whatever, and to keep them entertained and interested in what you're doing. Whereas YouTube, obviously, because I do longer form videos on YouTube, you're thinking more about the meat on the bones. You're thinking more about the content and the quality of the content. I was thinking, what am I going to make a video about this week for my YouTube channel? I haven't been anywhere. I haven't really done anything sort of outside of what I do, you know, designing and making and all that kind of stuff. And then I thought, well, you know, in my longer form videos, I do show my making processes and styling processes and all that kind of stuff. Just do what you do. So this week I've been really concentrating. I've really knuckled down. I've been quite AWOL on my other social media sites, social media pages, because I just really wanted to kind of quiet myself and really just knuckle down and do what I do, which is designing. So I had some beautiful new fabrics. I was in a really fortunate situation where all of the couture pieces that I'd made, all but one, had actually sold within a week and a half of making them and putting them on the store. So I thought, right, okay, there's obviously a desire for my kind of higher end, more avant-garde pieces. So I'll get the really special fabrics and I'll really kind of block out the world and knuckle down and make some more really artisan one-off pieces, which is what I've done. Today I've been photographing them and doing some content for my social media, which hasn't gone out yet. I'm going to use a lot of the things that I've filmed and things that I've photographed in the coming week to promote the new pieces. I thought, you know, I'll ask, what do you guys think about social media? Do you follow me on social media, or do you just follow me here on YouTube? I always really want to ask people on my social media sites and on my YouTube, what do you want? What do you want from me? What would you like to see me doing? What would you like to see me explaining to do with my work and my ethos and my attitude towards fashion and all those kind of things? Let me know in the comments what you would like to see from me on my YouTube channel. I want to build my audience. I want to make it as interesting and as informative as possible. So please let me know. week has really been kind of like almost like a bit of fallout from my decision not to move the store, which you can see in a previous video. I decided not to move location into Birmingham city centre. Earlier this week, I froze a little bit and I thought, have I made the right decision? I would literally have been opening the store today, Saturday the 30th of August. I would have been opening my new shop in the Red Brick Market. You go back to normal, you go back to kind of your daily routine of coming into the studio and making, and you know, it's the same travel route, the same faces, all the rest of it. And I thought, have I done the right thing? I really did have a moment of panic. Of every night when I've finished work and I've been going home and I've been thinking, I'm so glad I'm not having to come all the way from the city centre. And you know, the weather's changed, it's not beautifully sunny anymore and all that kind of stuff. And you think, yeah, I made the right decision. And also, because I'm more able to kind of concentrate, shut myself away in the studio here, I don't get an awful lot of people wandering in. I actually have had more people than usual wandering in this week to have a look around at my stuff, at my work. I'm in quite a fortunate position as well, where because I'm first floor, if there is something that I really need to do, like photograph items, you know, set up my backdrop, if I'm really dedicating myself to a piece, I can always bring my A board in from outside and just say to the guys downstairs, if anyone comes in, I'm closed today, which, you know, I know is sort of turning away business. Blinkered work has to come first. So I'm quite fortunate in that way. You know, if I had a walk-in shop, I wouldn't be able to say to people, well, can you hang on 10 minutes while I do this? One of the upsides of having a studio space on the first floor. So I'm also thinking about what I'm going to do with my workroom at home, because originally the plan was I was going to have the shop in Birmingham in the city centre and have my workroom at home, do a few days working at home to design and make, and then a few days at the shop. So now I've got an empty space at home which doubles up as a workroom, and I'm just thinking about what I can do there. I might actually set up a mannequin. I've got a sewing machine in there, take some fabrics there, do some days at home, and also in the evening times I could do some lives as well. I could do some lives on Facebook and TikTok. I'm not sort of staying at the studio here late and then having to travel home. So that's a really good option as well. I'm really fortunate in that respect. I've got a workroom at home, I've got a workspace here, I've got a selling space, I can photograph all my stuff here, constant connection to all my followers on all my social media channels. So what more could I ask for? The end of another week here. I'm gonna go home, do my editing of all the photographs that I've taken of the new pieces, get them uploaded and descriptions written on the stores, and then start editing the videos and this video that you're watching now. So again, thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. I'm going to be doing some more out and about videos soon as well. Vintage shops and markets and things like that I want to go and video. And thanks so much for tuning in.